Hello and welcome back to the Cracking Fan YouTube channel. Today we're solving the daily Leetcode question 179, largest number. Given a list of non-negative numbers, nums, arrange them in a way such that they form the largest number and return it. Since the result may be very large, you need to return a string instead of an integer. So we're given some numbers here, 10 and 2. What are the possible numbers we could make? We could make 102 or 210. Obviously 210 is bigger, so we want to return that. Now we have this number here, 3, 30, 34, 5, 9. We're kind of just going to work through this one together. So obviously the biggest number in the front we want to put is the 9. So we're going to do that. We're going to put the 9 at the front. Then the next largest is 5. Now we get into the tricky bit of this problem, which is how to actually use these. Now, let's think of a basic example and kind of use this to motivate how we might find a solution. If we had numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then when we have just single digits, all we would have to do is just sort this array in decreasing order, and then we would basically have our solution, right? Because we just build the answer. But the problem when we have when we have non-just digits, so basically larger than 0 to 9, why can't I select this? The problem here is we actually get cases where even though a number is larger than another number, so for example 3, 30, and 34, we can't just say, oh, we're going to do 34 and then 30 and then 3, because that will actually give you what? It will give you the number 303, right? But actually, if we went 3, 4, 3, 30, we'll actually get a larger number. So we can't just assume that because 3 is smaller than 30, that it should come first. We actually need to compare whether or not doing it in opposite would be bigger. So for example, if we're trying to determine in our sort which one should come first, 3 or 30, we should compare both of the numbers that you can actually make here. So we're going to say we can either make 303 or we can make 330. Obviously 330 is larger, therefore the 3 should come before the 30. And essentially, we're going to use this intuition to check our kind of logic when we sort it, because we still want to use that intuition that if all of them are single digits, then by sorting it, we'll just get the answer already. We just need to join them as a string. We're going to use that same idea, but we're just going to use a custom comparison logic on the sort, because we need to actually check this case that we just showed here with the 30 and the 3. So really, at each place, when we determine how to sort our array, we're going to need to check, given two numbers, a plus b, or a and b, the order of this will be determined based on which number is greater, a plus b or b plus a, in terms of like doing it as a string. So for example, where we had 30 and 3, obviously we're going to check those numbers as strings. So it'd be 330 versus 303, and obviously 330 would be larger. So we're going to concatenate them as strings and then compare them basically as integers. And we can actually do the comparison using strings, because strings you can, even though they're even though they're an integer as a string, Python will still, or I guess your programming language will still actually be able to compare them without actually casting them back to integer. So that is really the crux of how we actually want to set up the comparison when we're doing the sort. Otherwise, we just need to implement some sort of sort algorithm to do it for us, and when we actually check the sort, we just need to provide basically this lambda function, which is going to help us determine which element should go first. And then once we have that, we can just join the sorted array together and we have our result. So let's now code this up, and I will see you in the editor. Okay, let's type this up. The way that we're going to be solving this is we need to sort our array, and the way I'm going to sort it is actually using merge sort. I just happen to have a implementation of merge sort on my computer, just saved from a previous Leetcode problem. It doesn't really matter how you sort them. All that matters is the comparison you do on determining the order of the sort. And that's the only important part. So I'm not going to go into too many details on the actual implementation of the merge sort. This isn't the video for that. So I'm going to be quite hand wavy with that implementation. There's tons of videos and resources on how to implement merge sort, but just a heads up that we're not really going to dive too deep into that. But the general gist is we want to sort our numbers using our custom comparison function, join the numbers together as a string, and then basically return that largest value. So what we want to do is we want to get our sorted numbers, and this is going to be the product of calling self.mergeSort on our numbers. The left side, basically where we start the merge sort, we obviously want to start merging from the beginning, and then we want to go to the end. So length of nums minus 1. Now that we have our sorted numbers, we need to basically just create a string out of it. So we're going to say that the largest number here, the largest number is going to equal to empty string.join. So currently it's a list of integers. We need to make it a list of strings so that we can use the join function. So we're going to call the map function to map applying string to each of the numbers in sorted nums. Now, before we can actually return our result, if the largest number, so basically the first index of our kind of result here, because remember this is just a list of strings. If the first value in our number is actually 0, then that means that all of the numbers were 0. Therefore, we don't have a solution, and actually the string will just be like 0, 0, 0, 0. Obviously, we just want to return 1, 0 here. So we're going to say return just 0 if largest num of 0 equals to 0. So this is the case where all the numbers were actually 0. Otherwise, we just want to return the largest number. Okay, so that part is out of the way. Now we actually need to do the boring part and implement merge sort. So we're going to say def merge sort, and we're going to take in self and take in the numbers. We're going to take in the left pointer, the right pointer. Now we basically need to handle the base case, in which case it's a single element. Obviously that's already sorted. So we're going to say if left is actually greater than or equal to right, then we simply just return nums of left. And this should be as an array, right? Because we return arrays when we do merge sort. Otherwise, the midpoint here is going to equal to, what is it? Left plus right divided by 2. And then we need to merge the left half of the array and the right half of the array. And then we need to merge those two halves. So we're going to call it recursively on the left half, call it recursively on the right half, and then merge those two sorted arrays together. So we're going to say that the left half is going to equal to self.merge sort nums. I'm going to call it left up until the mid. So we want to sort the array from the left pointer up until the mid. And then the right half, we want to basically merge sort nums from the mid plus 1 up until the right. Okay, now that we have both sides sorted, we actually need to merge them into one sorted array. So we're going to call another helper function to actually do the merging for us. So we're going to say self.merge, and we're going to pass in the left half here and the right half. Okay, cool. So now we actually just need to define this merge function to help us here. So we're going to say merge self left half right half. Okay, cool. So now we have our merge, and we need to basically merge the two arrays, right? And before we do this, let's define our comparison function. So we're going to say compare, because we're going to need this. So compare, and it's going to take what? 2 elements, right? So we're going to say num1, num2. And what are we going to do? So we're going to return whichever one is larger, right? So we're going to say return string of first num plus string, this should be num1. So string num1, string num2, greater than string num2 plus string num1. So basically this will tell us whether or not num1 is greater than num2 based on this comparison. And remember, we wanted to have, based on the strings, right? If we had 30 and 3, we want to check whether or not building 330 versus 303, right? So that's why we're concatenating them together instead of just comparing the results outright. Okay, so that's the compare function. Now we just need to basically do the merge function. So we're going to have our sorted numbers here. And this is going to be an empty list. And we're going to have the indexes that we basically want to check here. So we're going to say left index, right index equals 0, 0. And then basically we want to merge the halves as we go along, right? So we're going to say while the left index is less than the length of the left half, and the right index is less than the length of the right half, we basically want to crawl along the arrays and take elements piece by piece. So we're going to say if let's see, self.compare compare, let's see, left half of the left index and comparing it to the right half of the right index. So if this is true, obviously where we defined our function here, so if num1 plus num2 is greater than num2 plus num1, then obviously we want num1 first and num2 second. So what we're going to do is we're going to say sorted nums.append left half of whatever the left index is, and then we're going to move our left index up by 1, and otherwise we're going to take the right element, so num2 first, and then continue forward. So we're going to say sorted nums.append right half, right index, and then right index plus equals to 1. Okay, and that should do it, hopefully. Okay, and now that we've done this, we need to basically add the solution back into the numbers here based on the kind of remaining elements that we have, right? So we're going to say sorted nums .append, dot extend left half left index onwards, and we're going to do the same thing for the right side. So sorted nums dot extend right half of the right index forward, and now we can just simply return the sorted nums. Okay, hopefully we didn't make too many mistakes. Haven't implemented this in a while. Let's see, runtime error. Oh great, really? Oh, right, haha, self, whoops. And we should be, cool, accepted, great. All right, anyway, what did we do here? Well, time and space complexity wise, obviously all we're doing is implementing a sort. So the sort will just take big O of n log n time. Pretty standard. For the space complexity, obviously the sort here is going to require big O of n space because we need to basically sort the array and keep track of the sorted elements, which is obviously going to be the same length as the original array. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. I think obviously this part we kind of just hand waved through the actual sorting bit. I mean, this isn't a question about how to implement merge sort. Really, this part here is the only part that you need to kind of understand for this problem. Understanding that if you want to build the largest number and you have something like 30 and 3, then obviously you want to do 330 instead of 303, even though 30 technically comes before 3. If you were to represent them as a string, then obviously 330 would come first. So this line here is really the whole crux of this problem. The rest of this crap is just filler to actually do the sorting, and there might be some one-liner in Python to do it for you, but whatever, I'll just use merge sort because I have the code available. Anyway, quite a stupid question, just whatever, daily question, we got to do it. Hopefully that wasn't too painful. I'll put the code in the description below to save you guys from basically having to watch the whole video. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.